last 2,000 years, leaving their own personal impacts on it. There was the generation that created wheels, the generation
It better not be an ad, bro.
cars,
Oh my.
and recently,
That mug dismantled like a Lego piece, yo.
that created wheels, the generation that created cars, and recently, the generation that created mukbangs. And recently, the generation that created mukbangs.
Is this dead real? That's not real. I hate watching mug. I don't, bro. Why would you want to see another person eat? Like, first of all, that's gonna make you hungry. Second of all, it's disgusting to watch other people eat, especially like that. At least eat civil. I don't want to see all your stuff all over the screen, bro. Oh my, what?
The point
What are you eating?
is, whether born in the 1200s or 2000s, every generation has
That squid shit is ass. It sound ass, yeah. Nah, squid don't even look that good to me, man.
impact they creator onto society.
Can't knock it till I
And
try
today
it, though.
I want to run through every generation's most terrible, garbage, and trash faults left onto this world. I'm mainly going to be talking from a American and Western perspective because that's simply what I know. And let's start off with none other than boomers. Boomers are people born from 1946 to 1964. Damn! Sorry, it's just reflexes, my bad. And to a lot of people watching this, they're probably your grandparents or even great-grandparents if they make it that long. But y'all already know that. Let's just start off with the one that's just most clear as day. Old, traditional mindsets. Yeah, let's just say that boomers didn't really grow up in the most inclusive of times. We all know this for a fact, and it doesn't really take much to show when you talk to someone that's a boomer. You speak to them and they speak with the most outdated and out-of-pocket language that hasn't been used since those times. I know for a fact we all have that older family member that when you hear them speak, you just gotta think, thank God they ain't born in this generation. Because they would be canceled with the swiftness and have every single job opportunity ruined for them for life. Like, they would actually have zero chance of holding a future career just off of the tweets they would make. And it's not like I'm expecting them to be updated with Webster's dictionary of every inclusive, non-gender conforming herding terminology. But my nigga, it's the 21st century and you're still saying colored people. Let it go, Lord.
Nah, but honestly though, since, you know, Riz and all that stuff is trending, I would be so mad if I heard an old dude say Riz, or what's the other words that's trending? Bussin', gyat. I would actually look at him and be like, my nigga, what? Like, that would piss me off. So I'd rather have them not be accustomed.
Bro. And when you confront them about it, they just go, well, sorry, I'm not always updated with you young people's sensitive doohickey terms. And I think it's because a lot of them have grown up with this mindset being the norm and normal for so long that they don't want to change it at this point. Like, you can tell boomers are stubborn just by looking at politics. Politics is basically a nursing home at this point. All they have to do is change the logo of the White House to say nursing home. The last two presidents have been absolute depleting fossils. And everyone else in that shit is too. You got niggas freezing up on stage like Eminem did an 8 Mile. There needs to be a point when the younger generations step in there and tell them it's time for a nursing home. They have no choice. And
I ain't gonna say a word. Real shit, yeah, he's speaking real shit right now.
Mindset, people immediately assume I'm talking about the husband and housewife thing. But no, I have no problems with anyone who wants to do that. It's 100% your choice, and if it works, no matter the generation. Boomers will also complain about how the younger generations aren't already financially...
Bro, who dad is this, bro? What the fuck?
No matter the generation. Boomers will also complain about how...
Yeah. He said they're deteriorating. No, that's actually crazy to say. Yeah, that's crazy. He's not wrong, though. Them boys look like they need to be put in the museum for real. Real life fossils.
How the younger generations aren't already financially set, talking about back when I grew up, I got married at 19 and had a house by 22. Why aren't you guys doing the same thing? Like, my nigga, back in your day, you could buy a 5-cent candy bar and save up $50,000 to $70,000 for an average.
Like I'm saying, you know how much $10 would be back then? Oh my, I would be rich. But I'm broke. And that's just how it is.
House. Let's see how much the average priced home in the United States of America costs now.
Wait, average?
United States of $1,000 for an average house. Let's see how much the average priced home in the United States of America costs now. Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't think this is getting paid off with the McDonald's salary, bro. And it's not like they even help the younger generations after this. Everything boomers have done for the economy has been for them.
That can't be true. Yeah, I'm low-key like, that's low-key kind of crazy. 400,000? I would think like 250 to like 300,000. But 400,000, that's like, yeah. I'm saying that's like, everybody's like, no. It's very true. You really think that's accurate?
Like, how many old people have y'all seen on the road randomly with the most luxurious convertible car? Meanwhile, everyone else is kind of thugging it out and taking the pay.
Bro, is this nigga driving a Nike SB? Driving a skating board shoe? BRB, I gotta eat dinner. Alright, bro, take your time, bro. Have a good dinner. I might not be back when you go, but if I don't, have a good night, bro.
But I think that's enough of boomers. Let's move on to the next one, which is Gen X. Gen X are people born from 1965 to 1980. And for a lot of people watching this, this is probably the generation where your parents were born and aunts and uncles, etc. But starting off the rip, I think a lot of people in Gen X kept the...
Yes, in LA and in places, they have a lot of people. A modern house goes for a lot. Yeah, in those areas, I understand that, though. I don't know. It's just crazy to even fathom that. That is crazy.
Same old mindset that boomers had. Which kind of makes sense. I mean, a lot of people pick up mindset from their parents and grandparents. But I don't know. I feel like younger generations actually prove this wrong. There is such a divide between Gen Z and millennials versus their parents. There really is so many people in Gen Z that are so mismatched with their parents' mindset, you would think they were born 100 years apart. Gen X also has a super terrible work mindset. Like, I 100% understand it's good to work hard and be working towards something always and achieving things, but holy f, you can at least give yourself some time to breathe and enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's like,
yeah, I know a few people. Can't wait to get my mom out of this cycle too, for sure. And all the people that I love, I don't want to see them working ever again. I don't want to be the breadwinner. You feel me?
Some of them got a David Goggins motivation speech on loop 24/7. Them niggas would rather die at work surrounded by coworkers than die around their family.
Yeah, it's like people take their jobs a little too serious sometimes. It's like, you know, focus on yourself. There's times where it's just like, yeah, you know what, I need to chill out.
How many Gen X people that will complain about the younger generation's work habits and be like, I've been working 7 days a week, 80 hours a week for the last 15 years of my life, and y'all have the audacity to complain? Like, yes, my nigga, I am complaining. I don't want to do that. I want to enjoy life with family and friends. I got a solid 80 to 90 years of my life, my guy. Like, just because you were taught to do this as the norm back then doesn't still make it okay. I personally think it's just weird to them that the younger generations decided to not do it and try to change that attitude at least. It's also annoying that they aren't the most tech savvy people. And obviously boomers are the same way, but most of the people running companies and shit now are Gen X. So they have to be caught up with the technology to keep up with the times, but they're just not there and are absolutely stubborn about it too. It's like they're too skeptical to have anyone else younger help them with it. Their imaginary fear is they hire someone younger, have them help them. The younger person accidentally falls asleep on the job watching Ice Spice twerk compilations, and the company's servers explode. And Gen X was also the last generation to at least have a chance of getting a house. And that's not even their fault. But they still have the mindset that if you just work...
See, no, that's a fast cashier. Not that nigga that was... Nah, this a fast cashier right here. He got it.
Card, you'll eventually be able to live the American dream just like they did. And looking at the stats now, yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. But that's enough of Gen X. Let's move on to the next one, which is millennials. Millennials are people born between the years of 1981 and 1996. And the one thing I personally hate for millennials is them always shitting on Gen Z for everything. Now, don't get me wrong, Gen Z isn't rainbow and sunshines with the atrocities we've already committed as a generation, but it's
coming in. All new Pizza Hut $7 deal lovers menu. Choose your...
These dang ads, man. I don't care about no pizza. Oh my goodness, bro. Ain't that
weird
bad.
to me when someone that is a millennial shits on Gen Z all the time, even though they experience the same bias. Yeah, for y'all that don't know, when millennials were young like Gen Z is now, the older generations thought they were the end of humanity, saying that they were too lazy, too overbearing, not trying hard.
I like that shirt. Hey, man. I don't know if your dad's home, but Shout out Jamil, man. Shout out Jamil. That's my guy. Oh, yeah.
Hard enough. So when I see some millennials doing the same thing they hated back to Gen Z, it throws me off a little bit. Like, damn, bro, I thought we were supposed to be on the same side. What happened? Millennials also love to dick ride the 90s and act like there's 50 years
We doing this in this WWE?
worth of differences between the 1990s
Got the balls and everything. Yeah, you know a little too much, buddy.
and 2000s. They think it's like going from caveman times to World War I. When in reality, the 2000s had the same amazing childhood shows and music, and even the 2010s does. But it's like they just close off their ears and don't want to hear that good media was still made after the 2000s. A lot of millennials also think Gen Z didn't grow up outside at all and think we were just shut in immediately for our entire life. Meanwhile, when I was a kid, I was playing outside every day with my neighbors. We would all gather around the green electrical box thing, playing tag, a manhunt, jump rope, hopscotch, all the good stuff.
Man,
I think that's
I miss
definitely
it.
going to be the Coco Melon Gen Alpha kids. Like, they definitely grown up isolated as from childhood to adulthood. A lot of millennials are also known for choosing the dumbass degrees they have. You have people picking the most artsy, passionate degrees, but not the shit that actually makes money. Which is something Gen Z knows. Like, you gotta get some shit dealing with STEM or go to a trade school or you're probably gonna be broke. And to be fair, they still thought at the time a degree would always hold a high value forever and guarantee you a job. It's also the worst when millennials try so hard to fit in with Gen Z and the new social media culture. Like, they'll say the slang and trend words, but not in the exact way. It'll go something like, whoops, not me dropping my pen. No cap, I've gotta watch my steps. I just got this huge W promotion at my job. How dank is that? Gat, man, I'm on a roll.
I
Sometimes
knew he
you
was gonna
just
say
gotta
yeah, bro.
let it go a bit, alright? But that's enough of millennials. Let's move on to the next one, which is Gen Z. The part you've all been waiting for. The boomers have been sitting in the back with the rocking chairs, shaking their dentures in delight. Gen X getting ready to shit on their kids more than they already do. And millennials finally ready to not face all the hate. So let's start off with the one that every entire person, including Gen Z, is going to agree with. Being soft. It's no lie that we live in the single-handedly most generation when it comes to anything. It doesn't matter who you are, what you say, what you do, someone will be offended. And don't get me wrong, okay? Millennials are pretty soft and similar to Gen Z, but they would be at, let's say, the Empire State Building of being offended. And Gen Z is on Mars when it comes to being offended by shit. The mere fact that every single creator is terminally scared of being canceled for saying anything out of turn is ridiculous. You got niggas canceling literal comedians whose job it is to make fun of things. And even if you do something by accident, there's no learning because you'll simply get banned, which solves nothing and just makes everything 10 times worse. We also gotta mention Gen Z's amazing and wonderful attention spans. You can't emphasize enough how much Gen Z's dopamine receptors have been absolutely fried. No one can focus on a single task for more than 10 minutes without feeling the urge to make sure their phone is in their pocket and opening TikTok. And the fact that not only is short videos not enough to appease our attention span, that we have to add another video under the video in case of—
Nah, these videos low-key. I can't even lie. The first time I see something like this, I was low-key just watching the Subway Surfer speedrun instead of the actual video. This damn fruit fly, bro. I'm gonna catch you, watch.
we get bored watching the video on top. Really, who made this shit up? Even the word
I don't
yapping
know.
is an example of this. I've seen niggas comment yapping under MLK's speech. Y'all really have no shame. Gen Z will also get mad at boomers for—
And then they say glazing so much, but you showing props to somebody that say glazing. You compliment somebody glazing. I'm like, you can't even be nice to people no more. That's like,
falling for a dumbass Facebook conspiracy theory. Meanwhile, y'all will fall for a random Twitter account with no news backing, tweeting out that a celebrity died 2 minutes ago. It's crazy how fast we just spread things around without factually checking if it's true. And Gen Z 100% has the means to do it. We were born with the internet in the palm of our hand. This is another no-brainer, but the amount of attention seekers in Gen Z has triumphed every single other generation combined. It's 100% because of the internet and how fast things spread, but it's put a bad name on everyone else that's normal. Like, a boomer will see one of y'all harass a random lady on the street daily for clout. No wonder they think we're useless. It's probably their one Facebook post they see before hitting a 16-hour-old person nap. Another thing is weird styles, and it's not like other generations didn't have weird styles, but the birth of the word aesthetic took it to another level. Y'all will make anything an aesthetic. I've seen aesthetics from being homeless, aesthetics just glorifying actual gore, and aesthetics glorifying mental illness. this, which only works with Gen Z because we grew up with the internet and online groups. But I could only imagine if these kids got sent back in time and how much they would get bullied for this shit. That fake Bart Simpson depression you got would turn into a real depression.
That used to piss me off. Like, why are you making an AMV, a sad AMV of Bart Baker? Like, come on, bro, lock in.
Real quick. And I'm imagining when Gen Z grows up and projects this on their own kids. Also, we have the worst internet challenges and trends to even exist. Like, I don't even know how it got to this point. Millennials had what? Planking and the cinnamon challenge as their most dangerous things? We've got the blackout challenge, the lick a toilet seat challenge, and whatever random thing people come up with to do. Like, I really miss when the internet had positive challenges. When's the last time we had an ice bucket challenge or something? But wrapping things up,
man, ice bucket challenge really took over. Oh, that was so fun. I remember doing it for the first time. Oh man, I miss it.
Every generation, whether old or new, is going to have their impact felt for centuries to come. And I know I shit on every generation here combined, but don't get me wrong, most people are pretty normal and good regardless of when they were born. Every generation has things they've done that have helped the world in some way, and I made sure to leave this message at the end just to see which generation will get triggered the most in the comments before finishing the video. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually, and until next time, I'm out.
Yeah. His afro's goals, bro. I will keep saying that every time. I'm gonna get it with him soon, in like a few months.